In Infinity War, the statement was that Starlord has gotten fat. And so he's like, I'm going to commit, right? I'm going to commit. I'm going to get a Bowflex, right? Now that Thor himself is fat, will they be workout buddies?
That would be like an Asgardians for the Galaxy. If there is a room with a couple Bowflex things.
Where they are just working it like... Come on! Tell me that wouldn't be amazing. Tell me that would not be amazing. That's the plan for them to work out together. And how funny would it be
which Bowflexes?
Oh my god!
There's like a bunch of
there
different
are
ones.
now, but he wouldn't know that. He would think like
there's the one,
the 84. Like that's all he would know.
They need to have their own ship or draft. Yeah, he's just stereotypical.
Yes, yes. I love it.
Gym should be nothing but like the made-for-TV workout stuff.
100%.
Bowflex, the Gazelle.
Yes. They got. Yo, no, because that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
There you go. Listen. I think we just wrote the intro. Taika, call us, baby. That's the prologue before the thing comes on. Right? Like, come on. Like, what do we need to do?
Time for a tweet.
Yeah, like that should be the opener. Is them? Yes. Short shorts. Come on.
It fits.
But it's not even oldies for Starlord.
They got some like jazzercise videos like going in the back.
Dude, tell me that wouldn't be amazing. And considering like Awesome Mix, we'll say number 3 has like Eye of the Tiger on it, and they start working out to the. Come on.
Yeah, because I mean it fits the theme. Like the music thing they got going on. Yeah, just make it happen. Just
3-point swish. I'm gonna just leave it up here. Leave it up here.
It maintains continuity from the movies.
Right?
It's funny as hell.
Yep.
And it's got the music.
Yes.
So they did a montage in the first Guardians.
Yes, they did.
I don't remember them doing one in the second.
I don't think they did in the second, so they can bring that back.
Yeah.
But my one caveat has to be that at the end of the workout montage, when they're all back in shape, they grab hands, like at the end of what they did in Predator. I think they did it in Rocky.
Yeah.
They got to do that, like grab hands flex thing.
Yeah.
And then we just move forward.
Yeah.
And then credits. Like that's the intro.
Yeah. And then the Marvel music for all their movies, and then the screen.
Dun 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 dun. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Danders, the hardest working man in comics.
And I'm Ryan Seymour, King of Comic Town.
Yes, he is. God, you need like a crown.
And a better voice.
Well,
I'm Ryan, King of Comic Town.
The man god Ryan.
Most macho.
I will read the books. I lift the books. I read the books.
Comb my chest hair.
With books. That's what we do. Black, White, and Red All Over. Just use the pages. Just...
we would either lose we would lose viewers, we would gain viewers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the over-under on this one? Yeah. I think we should try it. Listen, after the food thing, I think all bets are off.
Anything
so
goes.
We can do anything. All right, so down here we've got only one that's different. We got 4 different books.
Yep.
Jeremy's going to hate us.
He is. He is.
It's low-key not our fault, though. There's a lot of stuff that came out this week.
Yeah, it's one I wanted to grab, like my usual, 6 to 8.
Yeah.
And then, no.
At one point, you had 9 books.
Yeah, because there's the Money Shot, which we're going to deal with on the Patreon. So that was...
Are we actually going to do that?
I think we should. Yeah, so
yes.
We can't review Money Shot number 1 on this, but for our Patreon members, we will review Money Shot number 1 for you. And that's by Tim Seeley and Sarah. So...
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So jumping into this, because we have so
Yes.
much content, where do you want to start?
All right, the one that I potentially am going to regret not reading right away is Batman Superman. And I flipped through it and I saw pictures, especially the final couple pictures. Take us there.
I will take you there. Okay. Oh, God, this is good. Batman Superman. Let's see. We've got Williamson, Marquez, Sanchez as the creative team. We're still trying to figure out who the total 6 are that Batman Who Laughs has infected.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We know Superman was intended. We know Shazam got.
Yeah.
So there are others, 4 others, that are the mystery.
Yeah.
We get 2 in this one.
One of them, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's far worse than I thought it would be.
And I tell you, this is one of those things where Josh Williams what he's doing is he's looking at characters that we might, be like, meh. I mean, they're there.
Yeah.
But it's all in how you use them. I think once you set the tone with Shazam, like that's the benchmark of this is a character that has consistently been underrated, and how you use it always affects everything. From the moment that we saw in the pages of Kingdom Come, Shazam, and it hurt Superman, everybody's like, oh, actually, he should be able to beat him, shouldn't he? Magic. Yeah. It's there. The ones in here,
yeah, because that one near the end kind of surprised me, and then I thought about all the skills that they bring to the table.
But the thing is you have to remember this is a plan of a Batman.
Yeah.
So not everything is about power as opposed to effect.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
That's the trick. But it was a good read, man. I really liked it a lot. Hit me with the Sham.
Okay.
I need that Sham in my life.
Now, I've reviewed Sham Comics a couple times in the past.
Yes.
And what it is they take vintage 1950s, 1940s comics and replace all the dialogue, all the boxes with like the thoughts and narration, and it is hysterical. So this one, the first one is I don't know what the comic was supposed to have been.
Oh, but it's like a sun god.
Yeah.
Not Apollo, but it's something like that.
Yeah, but it is now Starbucks, the caffeine-injected, coffee-addicted super space god of vengeance. And in that story, they stop a terrorist who goes by the name of... I don't know if I can get away with saying that.
Wait, where is it? No, you can't say that.
And it's like the art for this character is super, super, super racist.
Oh, man, it is.
Basically, what they're doing is his terrorist cell is going to destroy the Amazon headquarters because that's the hub of all. Yeah, it is freaking hysterical. There's one where it's like a jungle action comic. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. And the robot Bozo.
Oh, my God.
Just hysterical, straight through. It is, if you're looking for some kind of continuity, you're in the wrong place. This is just tomfoolery and clownship done to the max.
So, Tom Fuller was here for CXC. I wasn't sure if you knew or not.
No.
Yeah, he was here. Because I got a couple minutes with him to tell him how much you absolutely love this book. So I did express to him that you dig what he's doing.
Because it's hysterical.
It's like crazy. Source Point Press is, I mean, this one's probably their most innovative title.
Oh, yeah.
Between this and like Floppy Cop, like you're looking at things where you're just like, that's not what I expected.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's absolutely what you should love because it's amazing.
Yeah. I didn't know I needed this in my life.
Yeah.
And the Source Point was like,
here you go. And it's so creative. Like it's using books that are, I guess you could call it not quite public domain, but because of the change and reconfiguration of it, that's clever. Like that's beyond clever.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious as to see like years from now, somebody's gonna take like Death of Superman and just do this to it.
And that'll be fantastic. Oh, that final fight scene. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be amazing.
Oh yes,
absolutely. All right. So where do we go next?
Because the problem is, I was going to segue into speaking of amazing, but like.
Yeah. Right, like I'm like,
which one do we want to go? Epic violence? Do we want to go clever new look at things, or do we want to go Babs on the revenge tour?
Okay. This put me in an emotional place that I was not prepared for.
Right? It's so good.
Yeah.
Batman: Curse of the White Knight, book number 4. Sean Murphy and Matt Hollingsworth.
Yeah.
And this one focuses on Babs, and it also focuses on Alfred.
Yeah.
and I don't want to mess with Alfred.
No, he is not one to be played with. You know what? Shout out to Sean Murphy for hitting like a level of acclaim where he can drop the Gordon, where he's like, "Yo, you know what the G is?
Yeah,
like it's all good." The reshaping of Batman mythos in this whole series has been phenomenal. There are things that happen, and when it happens, you're like, "Oh, that's the way they're doing it. Ooh, that's amazing." Just throughout this whole book, it's beautifully done. It's so emotional.
Yeah, the story is complex.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. It takes things that we already know happen, like what happened. Like that, I can't say it.
No, exactly.
That's pretty much what I think is happening.
Oh, that's 100% what's happening.
Yeah,
it's 100%.
It's weird.
And then, wait. The question then becomes, who is responsible? Because if that was allowed, never would have happened.
Right.
So
that's totally his fault.
That's 100% his fault, which you'll know exactly what we mean when you read it. But that's the thing, is like this whole framework of protagonist, antagonist is not like a set standard. It's a dance.
Yeah.
Each person is doing something in a way that in the moment you have to determine, like, are they right or are they wrong for what they're doing?
And Asbat,
man,
being sweet, like it is. It's such a cool way to look at him.
Yep.
I almost wonder. This takes place in one of the Black Label universes,
right?
Is this something that one of the times DC has kind of flirted with me? We're gonna overhaul Batman, his origin story and everything. Would they have just been like, you know what? This.
If they did that, that would be such a progressive move. I don't know if the world could handle it. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the world could, like, so you're saying like this is a new 1986.
Yeah.
Crisis has happened.
And this is Batman
what they're
right out of the gates.
Oh my.
Yeah. Had this been the new Scott Snyder's run was amazing start to finish. But
or the rebirth. If this was
rebirth. Yeah.
I'm feeling a certain kind of way that I shall not express upon camera for fear that we will get dinged for that. That's amazing.
Right. But like, would this sell an infinite number of copies more than it is because it's the mainline?
Because this is now Batman.
Yeah.
Like,
not like some side miniseries.
You know, it takes it back to the time when creativity ruled the comic making process as opposed to profit and loss corporate structures.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would say like this is on par with killing Superman.
Yeah,
you know, that was a big bold move, and yes, if you're a grown up, you looked at it and you're like, it's a marketing thing.
Yeah, they're going to come back.
Sure, but from a kid perspective or a new reader perspective,
like you freaking killed Superman,
right? Like, oh my God, what? This notion of what this Batman and the Joker setup is, Joker's been cured and he's taking down Gotham. Wait, what? Okay,
that's insanity.
Yeah. I would have definitely
the best kind. Yeah, just an interesting thought I had.
We might have to retcon. We're gonna need a Dr. Manhattan to be like, that's the new Batman. Sorry, this is what it is. Okay. Man, that's a really good point. Let's dial it down a little. Yes. And not in terms of goodness, but in scope and scale. IDW's G.I. Joe #2, Allure, Paul Allure, Chris Evan House.
I think so. Yep.
All right. Brittany Peer, Neil
Oyatake.
Good job, because I was not going to be able to do that. And Bobby Curnow. I almost said cornrow because that's what black people see when we see this. Don't say that. That's racist. Don't do that. I'm allowed. It's fine. Okay, so just off of your reaction to G.I. Joe #1, I had to pick this up. Like, no two ways about it.
What did you think?
Oh my God, this is brilliant. Okay, like what a perfect segue actually. In terms of relaunches, this is such a brilliant showcase for what G.I. Joe now is. Like, I'm not even going to say could be, now is, because there's no, hidden, undercut thing, no underscore title. This is G.I. Joe now. And the notion of it is powerful.
Yeah.
Like, so powerful. In our current politicalness, that's even sharper. Like, I have to give IDW credit for putting out a book like this.
So they very easily could have been like, this hits a little bit close to home.
Yeah.
But thank you for having the guts to do it.
100%. So again, to recap from the first issue, Cobra has won.
Yeah.
Okay, like that's the thing. Cobra has won.
Yeah.
Has total control of the U.S. The U.S. has in fact surrendered to Cobra. G.I. Joe is essentially the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Without soldiers, they're just people that have joined this cause because we have to defeat Cobra. We have to bring America back. And so you got a former chef. You've got a former educator. You've got all these people that are just like normal Joes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh God. So good.
And one of the other things I love about it is it doesn't pull punches like the other stuff did. Like if you were a kid growing up and you watching the cartoons, like nobody ever got shot.
Ever.
In the first issue, someone gets domed
Quick.
right out of the gates.
Boom. And it's important
Yeah.
too. Like headshot.
And when they reference it in this one, I was like, they're going to dial it back. And no, they're just reinforcing the fact that this dude is dead.
This is done dilly. But again, it also plays on this notion of building this world as something that we're familiar with, but we don't fully know.
Yeah.
And we are getting it layer by layer, and the different factions, we'll call them.
Yeah. And especially that last page.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Right. Like that. You're not.
Go on.
Yes. Yeah. I'm listening. Now, I'm not going to front. If Paramount decides that they're going to relaunch G.I. Joe with this,
all in. Like, we don't have to worry about the first two G.I. Joe movies and be like, well, we know what they... No.
Yeah, no. Listen, you could announce right now on some Avatar biz that there's like a G.I. Joe 3-picture deal over the next 6 years.
Yeah.
If you tell me that it's based off of this, I'm there.
Yeah.
100% I'm there.
Yeah.
Because I just want to know, how do we get to where we're going?
Yeah.
We haven't seen Snake Eyes yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen Snake Eyes.
That's a character I want to know how he exists in this iteration.
He's very specific.
Is Marlon Wayans going to be in?
No. Oh, no.
Remember when I said racist? Like, you ain't got to bring up Marlon. Why you got to bring up Marlon, man? Like, come on. He was trying. He was comedic. You know, out of all the people you can bring up, Marlon, really? You couldn't bring up Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Like, he was in it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We all got black spots on our ledger, don't we? Joseph Gordon-Levitt was like, hey, bro, hey, listen.
I've done some amazing movies that have been critically
the rent
acclaimed.
Was due, you know what I'm saying? I used to play with G.I. Joes as a kid. You know.
I'm no Channing Tatum.
You know, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Channing Tatum's got Channing Tatum abs. Like, those are important, okay? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. Dang it, man. I can't believe you brought up Marlon Wayans. That's so messed up. That dude was going to be Robin, yo. It was going to be excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Dang it. Yeah, it just ruined everything.
I know, right? Speaking of everything in ruins. Oh, Thor. King Thor, number 2.
Jason Aaron. Assad Ribic.
This bit of glory.
It's in the far future.
Yeah.
Everything is dead for the most part, except for a few
smattering of things. Loki has been infected, maybe, with the necro power.
Yep.
And as we saw in the last issue, Gore the God Butcher has been resurrected.
Yeah.
In this book, we find out why.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
It makes such... The only thing... What this was missing were Valkyrie, like, singers in the background.
For that scene?
Yes! Yeah. Like, yeah. I'm going back to Thor Ragnarok when they were doing the play.
Yeah.
And you hear the angelic... all of that, man, that was where we were. And I'm like... That's the only thing this was missing. This needed like a QR code for you to scan, and that's what you hear when you're reading this because
it's epic.
Oh,
it's like mythology in the sense of like the old school stories that we get out of the Norse region and how BA their gods are. This is it. This is D&D on the crack and the cocaine.
Say it.
Because the level of Thor being the Allfather. And he's got the one eye. He's got the metal arm. He's fighting to get Mjolnir back. There's that sword that had to... it is just... There's so much going on that is so epic.
Yes.
You got the struggle between Loki and Thor.
Yep.
You've got Gore, who makes like 100% sense in from his twisted logic.
It's way right. Like, again, it's one of those things where you're like, the best villains aren't actually villains.
Yeah.
They just have a point of view that is really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's what it is. And oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Gore's a problem.
Yes.
Gore's a problem.
And where's Null?
Shh. Don't say his name.
Because isn't Null
Stop. If you say it again, okay, you've already said it twice.
Beetlejuice?
That's all I'm saying. Like, you say it 3 times.
Null juice.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, you're asking for it. Like, digital effects wise, if Jeremy could just make like a black symbiote come over, I'm like, it's all your fault. Do you see what you did? Listen, if Null shows up, I swear. That's 4 times. Ha! That's like negating it. You have to convince Null to say his name backwards so he'll disappear. If Null shows up, this is going to be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because it's already it's not like a mixture of high power characters and gods and then like run of the mill people. No, this is all primo top shelf.
Yeah.
Super beings.
This is a Twilight. This is a Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is truly a Ragnarok.
Yeah.
You know what? I think once this run is done, at some point in my life, I'm going to sit down and just read all of Jason Aaron's entire
straight through.
Like, yeah. You know what? This is my request, Marvel. This is my request from you. If you don't do it within the next couple of years, I'll do it when I'm editor-in-chief. We are going to release scroll editions of this, where it's all the pages, but they're rolled up in scrolls. So that's how you have to read it. There you go. Kicking it old school.
I can see the marketing.
Right? Like, maybe we only do like a couple of them, so they're high value pieces. But in order to read it, like, you have to unroll the whole thing. If you take all those books over, I mean, it's been like 5 years.
Yeah. And you got his run originally with Ribic.
Right.
And then you've got a current run.
Right?
Oh, man.
You'd also have the Mighty Thor run with Jane, and that's all tied in there.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Huh.
Yeah. Scrolls. Not scrolls, but scrolls. You have to designate, right? Not scrolls, but scrolls.
It's Marvel Sign Language.
Right.
Shape-changing alien. That's just how it goes.
That's real. All right, so going to the top here.
Yes.
What are we starting with? Because we got all 3 the same.
We do, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
So we've got the culmination of a story.
Yeah, we do.
We've got the beginning of a story.
And then we got the middle.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let's do it like that.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, and end.
Yep.
I got it. Marauders #1. Oh, my goodness.
So we run into a situation where we find out that there are certain mutants that are actually incapable.
Had not thought of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Jerry Dugan wrote this, right? Or is it Dugan or Duggan?
I think Duggan?
It might be Duggan. I go Dugan. I don't know why. Yeah, it's Howling Commandos. That's why.
Yeah.
Marvel. Clearly, Jonathan Hickman is headlining this.
Yeah.
This had to have been part of Hickman's plan.
Yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, it says here, Jonathan Hickman, head of X. Can you imagine getting this assignment? Because this is delicious.
Yeah.
Like, the opportunity of what you can explore with this is so big and grounded.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that I like the most about it is coming in off rip, I was not confused at any point in turn of this story.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite of the new X titles so far.
Yeah, because as I was reading House and Powers, all of it sounded awesome. All of it was like super mutant empowering, but I still had the question of if there's the people that are trying to build the master molds.
Right.
There's going to be other people in other countries and other cultures that are going to do their best to really mess with mutants.
Yes.
And if there's a gate somewhere in their area, why would we let you go
Right.
to Krakoa? We'll keep you here.
You got to stay here and do what we tell you.
And this book is going to deal with that. And I
Yes,
think it's
it
brilliant
is.
because it opens the door to so many different possibilities off such a simple premise.
Yes, it is.
We've got people that are trapped. They can't get to the gates.
Right.
And why? Like, is it government wants to stop them?
Right.
Is it a cultural thing? There's doors open for so many different things.
Now, calling it Marauders, that's a trigger phrase for you longtime X fans.
Yeah.
I want to know, considering the council,
Yeah.
how that's going to go across.
Yeah.
Because Marauders, for those old school guys, that's a group of people that Gambit put together at the behest of Mr. Sinister
Yeah.
to wipe out the Morlocks.
Yeah.
Which that's bad. Okay, like what was that? Mutant Massacre. There we go. During the Mutant Massacre, that's where that was. Almost said Extinction Agenda. I'm like, no, that's not the right one. Mutant Massacre. So this name is troublesome, which I appreciate being addressed.
Yeah.
But if Sinister finds out that that's what they're going by,
that might...
How will he feel about this?
Yeah.
And considering that in some cases, I think Sinister was actually working at the behest of Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So those two are members of the council.
Yeah.
How will they feel about that sentiment?
Yeah.
Will they show up? Will they...
Yeah. Will they be upset? Will they think of it as a co-opting to take something in a positive direction?
Right. Or will they think that they should use this team in a particular manner and try to get that to happen at any point?
Because there might be mutants that they don't want around.
Right. Right. They might even look at it and say, quite frankly, if Krakoa says that you can't come, you're not worthy to be here.
Yeah.
And considering Apocalypse's whole thing and the notion of what the Morlocks were, like, what if that...
Yeah. There's so much off of this one simple premise.
Yeah. Title alone, it just opens up so many different things. I really liked the team dynamic so far.
Thus far,
I thought it was really cool. What was the most surprising character that you experienced in this one?
That's a good question. I would say Pyro.
Okay.
And it's, I don't think it gives anything away. Like, you're going to find it pretty quickly.
Right.
That the Pyro in this is the Pyro that died a while ago. And so part of the Pod People program, he's back. And I'm curious to see where they're going to go with it. Like, what was the specific reason for that Pyro?
Right. I agree. For me, it's Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby is a character that I know over the last few years, they've been trying to figure out how powerful to make him.
Yeah.
And in this regard, he seemed to not be as powerful as he's been before. And is that a thing?
Yeah.
So I'm real curious about that, how that's all going to play out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Very cool.
And I do think that we have the secret of who the Red King is now. I think we figure that out. So, okay, the middle.
Yes.
Bad reception. Wando. Issue 3. Aftershock. So here's my gripe. Here's my complaint.
Yes.
This is not a TV show or movie that is currently available for me to watch during the joy of Halloween season.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it's Halloween-y.
It is so perfectly Halloween-y. Like, I am insanely upset that this is only in book form, meaning that we have to wait for every chapter to come out.
Yeah.
This book is brilliant, okay?
Because it's a pressure cooker.
That's such a perfect description.
It is, and every time you start to get comfortable,
something
happens.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh my God.
The visuals, because the killer, or if you haven't watched any of the episodes and you haven't gone to a comic shop in forever,
shame.
Pick this up because it's only issue 3.
Right.
1 and 2 are out there. These guests for this wedding are trapped in a situation where they can't get out.
Right.
And because of the attempt to make it intimate, make it personal, they've removed social media, they've removed the ability to use your cell phone, and now that has them in this position where they're totally trapped. They can't call for help. They can't try to get out.
At all.
And there's a killer that's person by person stalking them.
Figuring out, like, moves ahead of moves.
Yeah.
Like, because in order to have that one booby trap set, you had to know that was a necessity.
Yeah.
To even do that.
Yeah.
Like,
and
but
and the
and I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Like, but considering what his profession is and now his newfound motivation,
that could be interesting.
I mean, I don't know if this person wants that kind of action that they're about to get.
Is it that person, or is it that person dial? Like,
yeah, I think that was more of a induced. Yeah, I think that's an induced presentation. But I'm hoping that that's induced, because if it's not, that's terrifying. Yeah. Especially if something like that monstrous could actually do a hashtag, because that's a lot of dexterity. I'm
turning to the hashtag for it.
Yeah, that's creeptastic to me. But no, Wando, one man show on this one, is a tour de force on storytelling, pacing, taking you through all these different characters. Like legit, Wando might be the best single person creator that is in the game right now. I can't off rip, like not even like joking. I can't think of another person that's doing it this well. Certainly not for a first time outing. Yeah. Like
creator, writer, artist, letterer.
Yeah. Like everything. One guy. It's dope.
And it's so, the story is, each of the characters is so complex and they all fit in and they all have their ghosts and bad side. They're all like, there's nobody here that I think is clean except for the groom.
I don't even know.
Right?
I don't.
Something off about him.
There's clean and then there's too clean.
Yeah.
And the too clean ones, you got to really watch those guys. Yeah. I do feel like there is a statement here about the smell of human flesh in this one. Yeah. Because there's a statement I was like, what you were, that's traumatic.
Yeah. But in that moment.
Right. You're like, ooh, I'm going to, oh God, that's so bad. Okay. Sharkey number 6. Mark Miller, Simone Bianchi.
It's over.
It is, man. Dude. So, okay. We went into this. I was comparing Sharkey to a Lobo for obvious reasons. Like if you look at him, there's that ness.
Yeah. Mustache, the glasses.
Yeah.
He's got that vibe visually.
Yeah. The end of this, he's Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
It's Jack Burton in space. That's who Sharkey is. And
that scene right there.
Yes.
I was like, that is so human. So like he really has emotions.
Yeah. And it's one of these like books that I think like in this particular series I had mixed emotions about the art because I have a very strong preference of how I like, Bianchi's work. I like it very traditional, not so much digital, because there's something that it loses with the digital, in my opinion. So there was a turnoff on that level, but this brought it all around. That was my favorite part. Yeah. And I know that's so weird to say, like the end page is my favorite, but it's classic in a way that it actually made me feel good to see this presentation. It was awesome. What a great ending. Yeah, man,
it wasn't a trick ending.
Nope.
It was straightforward. It was heroic. It hit you in the feels where it needed to.
It definitely did that.
Seeing the decisions that Sharkey was making down near the end and realizing they weren't 100% self-serving.
Right.
Like, that was really, really cool.
That was amazing. And, yeah, you just kind of, like, overall, when you see what this series actually becomes, and the heart behind it, it's not just a cool shoot-'em-up space heist thing. Yeah. There are some real characters that really bring it home in the end. Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool. I want to know what this
I feel like that's the next thing to talk. Because that character and their motivations would fit in so well. That planet needs the help.
Yeah. My question is that who I think it is?
I wondered the same thing.
I think the driver is who I think it is. Yeah. And then the question is, what are you doing in Vegas? Huh?
Right.
What are you doing in Vegas? And
are you going to secret backstory?
Yeah, I was going to say, and are you literally going to go from Vegas to DC in a car?
You could.
You very well could. There are roads that do this. But would you?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is cool. This is really, really cool.
And one of the things I also love about Sharkey is it's empowering to us bald dudes.
100%.
Because this part I don't have to shave. This I do.
Right?
Sharkey.
Yeah.
You're my boy.
What's up? That's real talk. Dude. Oh, such a good week.
Yeah. And it's the 4th week of a 5-week month. So what's next week? Well, we know Chrononauts.
We know all Chrononauts.
In Diamond Comics, I swear on all the pagan gods my forefathers worshipped, don't screw up my Chrononauts order.
Come on, man. Come on.
All 4 issues, I want them arriving safe.
That's right.
Because if you leave that box out...
Listen, If those books ain't safe, ain't nobody safe.
Yeah.
You understand? That's not a threat. That's a promise.
Truth.
Chrononauts, son.
Yeah.
Don't make us do it. If this is your first time checking us out, we definitely like you to hit that like button because we need that. We need that validation.
Yeah, lets us know.
Yeah, it makes us feel good about ourselves. Every Tuesday we're here, and to prove that we're here every Tuesday, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell.
And you'll have proof every Wednesday.
That's right.
We deliver the zero spoiler
Boom.
awesomeness.
Yeah, not spoiler free because we're not giving you spoilers.
Yeah.
It's
Zero
the
spoiler.
opposite. Yeah, zero spoiler. Spoiler zero, right? So, if you want to know what you should be reading, this is the place to come to be told about all this gloriousness. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. Drop your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you think.
Yep.
Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is there a certain part of the video that you find the most intriguing?
Yes, all of that. We want to know it.
Yeah.
We're doing data analysis, swatting.
Yeah. Sabermetrics.
Yeah, all of that for Rycor.
And and we got the Patreon thing. So
Yes.
this week's gonna be different because we're not going to review any of these. We're actually going to be reviewing Money Shot.
Yes.
So,
We're going to try something different.
Yeah.
See, because it's our show. We're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
unstoppable.
Boom. Unless the pagan gods tell us not to.
Yeah, and that's one thing.
different.
It's, hopefully I don't get that text message.
They have your number?
Yeah, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Stupid MySpace.